how's it going, guys? Okay, well, you missed a lot of videos on the 58, my fault, not a lot, probably only 2 Sunday fun days, whatever. Like I say, life goes on, I got shit to do. But, the Wagoon, Roxy, that's her name, Roxy, took her out all day Saturday. The wife wanted to go picking for garage sales, so we went everywhere, took her down the highway, took her down the back roads, did everything. She's not making a squeak, well, I shouldn't say a rattle. She's rattling here and there. Anyway, but lousy door rubbers. Anyway, lights working, brakes working, tranny shifting, overdrive working, diff making no noise, engine purring like a kitten, temperature staying right down nice and low, not a drop of fluid anywhere. So let's take a look at old Roxy Roller. So, there she is. So if you remember, I did take the mirrors off the fenders. I kept them. I always take everything I take off my cars, I keep. But I did put some nice original mirrors on the doors. I just didn't like the look of the ones on the fender. When I first got the car, I kind of thought they were cool. But the more I looked at it, being a wagon and all, it just reminded me of an ambulance. Sorry, but it did. Engine, there we go. She's looking good. Now, as you can see, I had to put this prop rod back in here. So the gentleman I bought the car off, the hood springs, he was an older gentleman, he bought new hood springs, he couldn't get them on. So of course, you know, I got the hood springs on. But when I put the hood springs on, the hinges are so worn out, it just screws with the hood with the way it closes. So I had to pull them back off for now, so I've got myself a new set of hinges. Well, I'm going to get myself a new set of hinges. It's Sunday today. I'll order up a set tomorrow, Monday. And then the hood will not need the prop rod anyway. But honestly, I'm never going to open the hood of this car anyway unless I'm checking the oil. I mean, why do I want to open the hood? It's just a small block Chevy. We've all seen small block Chevys. And with that being said, we've all seen small block Fords and Dodges. So at the end of the day, it's just an engine. Who gives a shit? All right? Anyway, I just like it nice and clean. And that's that. All the new chrome. There you go. Every piece of the front end of this car I had re-chromed except the grille insert is new and the headlight rings are new. Every other piece is a factory original chrome that I had redone. I got to put the 2 pieces up on here today. They're sitting right over here. Actually, this is new because the badge part was worn out, but there's the original piece there, head chromed. So that's what we're doing there. These were never on the fenders when I got it, but they came with the car, so I put those on, had them chromed. So just redid all the chrome in the front end. Even went to as much trouble as buying the factory original T3 headlights to put in. So on the front it had baby moons. I didn't like the moon look, but it also has multi-lug wheels on it. So I like the spider caps, but obviously I got to change these wheels out at one time because I'm fussy, because I don't like the extra holes there. But I was lucky because, here we'll come around the other side, there's a little more room. I was lucky because I did have, so these are 7-inch rims on the front. I dug through all my shit and had a brand new set of 8-inch strictly Chevy bolt patterns. So see how that looks just a little cleaner without the extra holes? Not that it matters when it goes down the road, you're not going to see them extra holes. I'm not in a panic for that. That's one of those last minute things I'm going to do there. Got some of our cool decals on there, as you can see. On the back, I don't know, I just polished up the rear bumper, but I'm going to be doing some more polishing today, and that's what this video is going to be about. But I'm kind of getting set up. So those of you that don't know, the pusher's on. She's on the road. It's Sunday today. We leave Wednesday. Or is it Thursday? Anyway, we're heading, Wednesday. We're heading up to Soyuz, to the Cactus Jalopies car show. And hey, Cactus Jalopies. This kind of looks like a jalopy, don't it? I think it suits it. Right on. Hey. Better than looking at billet. I won't be looking at any of that when I'm up there. Anyway, for me, it's all about the adventure and going up with a bunch of friends. There's a whole bunch of us cruising up there. It's going to be such a riot. I guarantee you, the motel that we're staying in, they're not going to let us back next year. That's almost a fact. Tell you. But yeah, so a couple more cool decals there. All right. This is a Nomad, this car, kind of a rare one. I put all the little... got all these polished and put back on. They came with the car when I got it, but weren't on. So got those on. And I'll fire it up here for you so you can see. So it's ice cold right now. It's been in here, obviously, all night. And you remember I had, the reason I took it apart was to put all new wiring in it. So, Got my Mexican blankets. I don't know if you can see that in the film, but see how that looks a little bright? So we got blue LED lights. I know LED, but for under the dash, the courtesy lights. So when you open the door, they come on. So this is a dome light, but when you close the door, dome light goes out. Courtesy lights, you can see over there reflecting, they stay on and they fade out. My wiring guy says that's called theater lighting. That's a big word for me, but that's what he calls it, theater lighting. So they fade out. You can see they're kind of fading down now. They fade out within around 30 to 40 seconds. And of course, you open the door, they come back on. Oh God, I gotta get in here. So remember, repainted all the dash. I found a gentleman on the 58 Club. He claims he's got a Nomad for the glove box door. So hopefully he does, so I can put it on. Now something that some of you guys may not know if you're into 58 Chevys or not, if you look, you see this little clip thing on the end here. Screws on either side. That means that this car actually factory came with a dash pad. Pretty cool, eh? Up here, we flip this down. Got my little mirror, Chevrolet, and even got a, I don't know if you can see that, it's embossed with the Chevrolet emblem and a comb. That's just aftermarket, of course. I still got to redo the chrome on the shifter handle. I didn't get time to do that. And I couldn't find a new shifter handle that they sell for 58. Okay, let's see if this old girl starts. So usually it's 3 pumps of the pedal, usually. Look at that. Chokes on, oil pressure, 60 pounds, you know. This is Dakota gauges I put in, you can see. It's got the nice tack. I kicked it off too soon, the choke, but anyway, tack. Volts, fuel gauge over there. You got your temperature, you got your oil pressure. You can put some lights in here. I've made that one a warning light, so when I get down to 1/8 of a tank, it flashes low gas. This one is a clock right now, but I'm going to change that out tomorrow to something. I'm probably going to put that down for overheating, because I put the Dakota clock that matches in there too. So I got that already. What else is going on here? I think that's about all. When you turn the headlights on, they all light up blue. I don't know. Yeah, you can see that kind of. All lights up blue. Just kind of cool. You know, went inside, put a nice glove box light and a new liner in there. Kind of cool. Put all the new temperature things in there. So that's it. We'll let you listen to how it sounds in the back. Let me close my office door. It's gonna. Sounds pretty good, I think. So what I got on there for mufflers is I've got Porter mufflers, 14 inches long. I'm not running headers, I'm running the original Ram Horns manifold. This is a Chevy 350 and it's got a bit of a mild cam in it. I can't remember, I have to look at the paperwork on the cam what it is, but the cam is probably two steps up, if that makes sense to you, from a stock cam. So there we go. But it's got a nice sound, nice tone. So, let's shut this old girl off, because I don't want to... Oh, you can actually come over here, see how quiet it is back in here. Nice and quiet. I'm going to tighten up my alternator, or my power steering belt today. I noticed every time I fire it up, you heard it there maybe, I got a quick little squeal, but then it goes away. Then you can... whatever, it doesn't do it. So, we'll see what's going on there. Anyway, we'll shut this off. There we go. So anyway, the main thing we're going to do on this video today, which I want to show you, is you see how this car, many people said, what are you going to do with the car, Rick? And I'm done with it for this summer. Now I'm going to drive the shit out of it. But in the fall, I'm going to redo the white, because I told you, and I'm an honest guy, with the gentleman I bought it off, the rocker panels and the dog legs are just solid Bondo. He put the new rockers over top of the old ones, screwed them on, then Bondoed over it. He admitted that to me, and that's fine. He knew I was going to find it, so that's all good. Other than that, the car is pretty damn solid. So I'm going to redo all the white this fall, but I'm never, so far, going to touch any of this right here. So you can see how this, it's got beautiful patina. But I don't want to flat clear over that. I've done it for several years. I did it in my 52 Chevy, I did lots of stuff. But I'm going to try something different this time, and this is what we are trying. We are trying sweet patina sauce. There we go. So basically what you do with this stuff You get yourself a rag. You make sure your car is washed, which mine is. I'm only going to do the blue, not the white. You get yourself a rag. You wipe it on. You leave it sit for 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Then you come back and you buff it. And if you don't like it, if it's not too shiny, if it's not shiny enough for you, give it another coat. That's what you do with the sweet patina sauce. And then afterwards, you rinse the towel you're using in water and throw it out. So I imagine maybe they're flammable. I'm not sure, but it tells you. Easy wipe on, wipe off. What's this say? Penetrates into pores, water resistance. That means the water's going to come off. Helps prevent rust, preserves further rust, protects all metal from oxidation, whatever. You can see they kind of got a before and after picture. There's before, there's after. It just brings up the shine. We're going to see what it's going to do. Sweet patina sauce. I've seen some videos. It looks damn good to me. So I'm going to check this shit out today. So with that being said, I'm going to put this camera down, find myself a nice clean rag, and away we go. Spreading on the sweet patina. Come around the back here. I'll show you the difference. You're going to see it on your own without me even pointing it out. There you go. Spreading her on. Sweet patina sauce all the way, folks. Now they do say use a microfiber towel to put it on. I'm using just a nice ripped up bath towel from our bathroom that my wife now knows about. But whatever, it doesn't matter because I tell her this is her car all the time. So anyway, and I'm using this because on the microfiber, my roof, sorry, is kind of rusty. So the microfiber is just leaving all these little yellow dots all over, right? And not that they won't blow off or buff off, but this isn't leaving nothing behind. So anyway, I'm going to continue on here. Okay, so I've managed to get the whole car done in one coat of sweet patina. Now, you leave it for 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, and then you buff it. So actually the roof right now is ready for me to buff because I just finished this. So by the time I finish up buffing the roof and all that, I'll probably be ready to start buffing. You know, I went from the roof to the hood, so then I would go just the same way backwards, right? One thing I suggest, if you're going to be doing this, don't be trying to polish all your stainless and all your handles and all that before you put this on. Do that later, because the problem is when you're wiping this shit on, it's just going all over your stainless anyway. So I'm going to, you can see how it's shinier. But now you got to buff it, right? Which will bring it down a bit. And then if you're not happy with how it looks, you go around again and you do it all over again and leave it soak. And so we'll see. I'm gonna give the roof a buff. It's actually been 22 minutes, so I should be good to go. All right. As you can tell, I put my my two last pieces of chrome on my hood there. Sweet patina is wiped down. It definitely, go back to the beginning of this video, it definitely changed it. Look at it. Now that was one coat. I did one application and then I left it, you know, for the 20 minutes. It was probably a bit more, 22, 25 minutes, blah, blah. Anyway, and I buffed it. And it doesn't leave any grease or film on it when you touch it. It's actually got a nice smell to it. You should wash your hands carefully afterwards though. But that definitely does work good. The only thing I will say about it is that, like I say, it's really slippery. Like, I mean, oh God, it's just, anyway, it's almost horrible slippery, but it's okay because it does a great job, so I'm not ditching it. But it does, you know, on a car like mine, there's chrome everywhere. So it does get on the chrome. You're trying to wipe it on with a rag and all that, it's getting everywhere. So after you're done doing that, you know, now you got a lot of polishing, not polishing, but wiping down. So I'm going around right now anyway and trying to polish up some of my stainless with my auto sol over here. I know you've all heard of auto sol before. I don't know where it went. Where'd it go? Oh my God, I'll lose anything. I had it here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And here we go. The old trusty auto sol. This stuff is great. I mean, look at the rag. Doesn't matter how many times you wipe it off, it just keeps coming out black and black. You'll just get the stainless shinier and shinier. I'm not going to go to extreme. I'm doing the stainless once and I'm going over it again a second time and that's it. You know, if I want to do it properly, when I repaint the white this fall, when I pull the stainless, I'll buff it up then on my little machine. That'll be better. But I'm just giving it a little cleanup, so it's got a little glitter going on. So I'm very happy with it. So yes, sweet patina is the answer. And out of that can right there we go. So all I did on my car was all the blue. So take a look at the, you know, a good size roof area. top of the fenders, you know, top of the doors. You got the hood, good sized panels there. I only used a quarter of that can, only a quarter. So I mean, you know, for me, I got 3 more times left on there, and you know, it lasts for a while, I'm sure. I mean, it depends where you keep your car, right? I don't keep this in a garage. It just sits out in the driveway or in a carport if it's lucky. So, but hey, you can just see the luster. Looks really nice. So I got the oldies on in the background somewhere here. You all know what I'm drinking. Where'd it go? There it is. You all know what I'm drinking today. The old Coca-Cola. Having myself a good time. And anybody that's, any Canadians out there watching, if you're going up to Osoyoos, I will be up there at the Cactus Jalopies car show. Like I say, I'm more going up there for the cruise with the boys. A bunch of us going up. That's going to be a good time. Hanging out at the hotel, partying hard, drinking hard. The car show itself, yeah, it sounds like a good time, but I'm not much of a car show guy. I just go up there. For me, it's the destination getting there and the destination getting home. So I may be at that car show, I may not. I may not even pull in the car show Saturday. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. There we are. So, I'm going to keep playing with the car. I haven't got much more to show you. But that's it. So hey, it's always a good time at Old Time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Maybe I'll see you up there to Soyuz, because I tell you, I can use all the free beer I can get. Catch you later.